Hello and welcome to the presentation for parents and the carers of new starters. Hello, so my name's Mr. Home. I've met many of you and I've definitely met all of the children. And welcome to the presentation, like I said, for parents and carers for new starters in July 2021. This presentation has been designed around giving you the information that you would normally receive on induction evening, so that would have been tonight. But we wanted to release something anyway, so you definitely have all the information that you require ready for September. There may well be some questions you have, just jot them down and you can email me as you normally would do. Let's get on with it then. Okay, so firstly, the year group structure. So you know by now, my name, right, Mr. At Home, head of year 7. If you need to get hold of me, I'm sure you've had many emails from me over the time. I don't need to talk about me, so let's crack on. Mr. Wilkinson, so this is a new member of staff for some of you. So he's our assistant head teacher and a designated safeguard lead. So he is linked to year 7. So if you require any further support from a member of senior leadership, Mr. Wilkinson is the go-to one first in terms of year 7. But he's also leads on one of our designated safeguard leads. You'll get another video from him in a couple of weeks introducing himself. Another really important member of staff is Mrs. Thomas. Now, she is our parental support advisor, but also the DSL linked to year 7. She works in the hub, and she really is a fantastic member of staff. She works with students at all different levels, from year 7 all the way up to year 11, with various different support strategies, whether it be anxiety. She's also our ELSA. So you may well come into contact with Miss Thomas at some point. Okay, so let's have a look at how our houses or our tutor groups are set up. So we've got 8 tutor groups, of which 2 of them are going to be firstly in the Red House. I'll come on to what they're called first. So you might be in either Miss Jones' tutor group or Miss Bravo's tutor group, or Miss Oliver's or Mr. Fremantle's, Miss Sykes or Mr. Banks. And at this point, I want to introduce Mr. Banks as our deputy head of year 7. And finally, Miss Wally and Mr. Colmar. Okay, so let's get on to our houses. So we have 4 new houses this year. Let me out there somewhere. We have got Endeavour House with Miss Marsh as the leader of Endeavour House. She's one of our teachers. Mr. Firth is the leader of Horizon. Miss Arundale is, the leader of Pioneer, and then Miss Malone as Voyager. Now, I doubt you would come in directly contact with any of these members of staff in terms of the house structure, but they are good to know that you've got members of staff that are leading on all of those houses. And obviously, our houses are there to build a really good community spirit for competition, things like sports days. And it's just a really, really strong part of our school and something that we've been very keen on rebranding this year. And obviously your child will go into one of those, the tutor groups in one of those 4 houses. Just on that, we're sending letters out today. So you should get those letters either for Friday, Saturday or Monday. Okay, so look out for those letters. It's a very exciting time. So let's look at the school day. So our school day is set out as follows. I'm sure some of you might know this. We have 6 lessons in the day. Now, currently, because of COVID, we have 3 double lessons, but hoping from September we should be back to return to normal. Our registration starts at 8:25, but just so I've sort of clicked here, we want people in from 8:15. Just gives students a little bit more time, especially in those first couple of days, to get set, find where you're going, and get yourself ready for the day, whether you need to go to lockers. Some people might just want to see their friends before they start the school day, but then it's everyone in for 8:25. You will be deemed late, or the child will be deemed late if they arrive after 8:25, and they need to be at their tutor group at 8:25. So we don't really want to be late, so please make sure that they are here on good time. And then you can see the layout of the day with break times. We have a tutor time around the lunchtime. We only have a 30-minute lunch, which is gives us plenty of time to get through the canteen, eat their food, and have some downtime as well. And then ready for period 5 and period 6 in the afternoon, and a 3 o'clock finish. I should also say, if you are dropping off your child either at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, please use the Asda car park and then the traffic light crossing across the road. Please don't use the lay-by by the Basingstoke Soccer Centre. Just a little bit busy, especially with buses, and it's only a very, very small area. So if you can drop off by Asda, would be great. So other things that we need to let you know about. So our website. Now on our website, we have this button at the top, which is called our Learning Zone. Now our Learning Zone is there to provide all the information that students require remotely. So it's got all the links on there to things like Teams, Century, Seneca, all of these additional online platforms that we use for home learning. Also timetables on there. I mean, there's just so much information. Oh, how many house cut points you've got. Loads and loads of things on there. Now, obviously, you won't be able to access that yet, simply because we're not going to give the passwords out until they actually join in September. But just do want you to know that it's all there, ready to go, ready set up for when your child starts in September. Okay, so the planner. So this is what the planner looks like. Everyday, site of the two pages. And there's some key bits of information that will really help you as parents. Now, the first bit is this bit over here. So we have 5 golden rules in lessons. So if your child has good uniform, good behavior, they're on time to the lessons, they've got all of their equipment, and they're on task, then they will receive a stamp for every lesson in every day, in every year, all the way up to year 11. So they will get a stamp in every single one of those lessons. And this is a really good indicator of how your child is doing at all points. If you open your child's planner and they are missing stamps, or they have numbers in their planners, it might be that they've forgotten something. It might be they've forgotten some PE kit. It might be they've forgotten a pen or something, or they don't have anything. They will get a 4 written in their planner, or their behavior is not quite what it should be. They will get a 2. Okay. Now, if their behavior is to a point where they'll get an after-school reflection, you will obviously have some communication from that member of staff, whether it be in the planner, whether it be over email, or whether it be over the phone. If it's just below getting an after-school reflection, or what we might understand as a detention, then it may well just be a warning and a number in the planner. Okay, and then it's definitely ask your child what's going on, and it might even be a conversation with that member of staff if there is a continual pattern of behavior. If you've got any notes that you want to let the staff or the tutor know, then please write it into your planner. That area there is for parent and teacher comments. Okay, so write it in there. It's always a good place for you guys to know. And you have to sign the planner every week. Now, we put this on the child. We put this on the student to remember. So it's not your responsibility. It's the child's responsibility to remember to do. It's part of organising themselves and getting them ready for secondary school and getting them ready for later on in life. Being more independent. It's their job. Okay, so let's go to the other side, which is all about home learning. So obviously all the home learning goes in this box here. So this little bit here. So if they've got any home learning on Tuesday 6th, they would write it in there. If they don't have any, I would encourage them to write none set. Make sure they write when it's due in as well. And good practice is to tick it off when it's done. They will also get an attendance stamp as well. So if it's in that day, then they'll get an attendance stamp. And all of these stamps will get added in these totals, and then we can reward those people that are doing fantastically well with those stamps and any extra stamps as well. So other things that I just want to draw your attention to. So the first thing is the YouTube channel. Now this, in the absence of all of the transition this year, the YouTube channel is really one of your most important portals for information about settling in. There's information about the timetable. There's information about the map. There's the school. There's information about uniform. There's information about the planner. There's so many videos in there. They are absolutely fantastic resource for your child to watch ready for September. Okay, it will just answer just all of those niggly little questions you might not be able to answer. It will really, really, really help. And I encourage your child to go and do that. The uniform one is actually really good for parents as well, because, I mean, there aren't going to be many children that are going to go out and buy the uniform themselves. So the uniform video is really, really good for you guys to watch. Okay, just type in Brighton Hill Transition into YouTube and you'll be able to find it. Okay, getting in contact with us. This is another good thing for parents. So if you want to get in contact with us, school telephone number is the best thing to do. Sometimes it gets quite busy, around the end of the day, sort of 3, 4 o'clock. And that sort of time at the beginning of the day, sort of, between 8 and 10, really. But if you want to speak to a receptionist, leave your details and then a member of staff will get back to you. Obviously, we will teach, so the likelihood of getting hold of us straight away is going to be quite small, but leave your details and we will get back to you. If it is a lesson-based query, okay, so if it is about maths or is about English, we encourage you to ask for the English teacher or the head of English, okay? And then the message will then get passed through to them and then they will be able to call you back. There's no good calling the tutor or myself if it is about maths, okay? Because I simply won't know what your query is about. So please direct your query to the exact member of staff. Now that's normally different, obviously, to junior school because everything would go through the same teacher. So you need to make sure you know which teacher you want to get hold of. If it is more general, focused around, it might be just general behavior or lateness or bullying or uniform or tutoring or something, then direct those towards the tutor or myself. Okay, so just please be very clear on those two different places that you will direct your queries to. If it's a lesson-based query or a tutor-based query. Okay. If your child is absent, so if you're unwell, if the child is unwell or there's a doctor's appointment or something like that, please use the following email, studentabsent@brightonhill.hansett.school.uk. You might want to make a note of that. We will remind you, it will be in the planner, but you can also let us know on the school number. Okay, and just say, you can just inform the member of staff of reception that your child is going to be absent, and then that will get through to the right member of staff. You don't need to ask for, Mr. the home or the tutor. Just say, look, my child is absent. Please, can you pass on this message to the relevant person? And then it will go to Miss Treble, who is our lead on attendance. Okay, so summer school 2021. Now, I'm sure you're obviously all aware of this by now. I've been sending lots of emails and reminding about this. Thank you to everyone that's completed that. It's shaping up to be a really, really good week. Please don't panic. I just want to talk to those parents that are obviously away and can't make it. Please don't panic too much if you can't make it. We're putting a really, really enhanced day into that Friday on the 3rd of September to ensure that all of the necessary transition information is on that day. So cores, thumbprints, just everything that you need to know, planners, all of that stuff will be on that first day. So don't panic. The summer school is just additional support, additional activities to support and really to have a really good time. Okay, that's it. Normally on the presentation, the induction evening, I would be presenting this in front of you, and you better see me. I'll be able to introduce the tutors. I'll be able to introduce the head teacher and everybody. But obviously, in the absence of that, and the way everything is this year, and especially the way things are increasing over the last couple of weeks, we obviously haven't been able to do that. But obviously it's been really, really important to get this out and get that information out to you. And if you have any questions, then you know how to get hold of me. We are going to do some introductory videos to the tutors or for the tutors later on this in July. We can't do that now because some of them are new members of staff and actually haven't started with us yet. So we don't want to just send out one or two and then you find out that Mr. Colmar's not on that video and he's, you wonder where he is. We want to be able to give you the video with everybody saying hello. So just hang fire with that. That'll be in the next week or two, just when they all start, start their jobs here. So, right, I just want to say thank you very much. I wish you all a lovely summer. I've met many of you. There's our school bell. You'll get used to that. I've met many of you and, have a lovely summer. I'll see many of you at summer school. Take care. Bye-bye.